So do you know your blood group? Is it A? Is it O? Is it positive? Is it negative? Have you ever thought about what that means? So today, we want to dig deeper into our cells and figure out what is the difference between each blood group. When we talked about COVID-19 and vaccinations, we talked about the proteins that are on the cell membrane of our cells and on the cells of the viruses. The blood grouping system is exactly the same. What that means is that the ABO system refers to certain molecules on the surface of your membrane. So on the red blood cells, the membrane has something called an etch antigen on it. So this etch antigen is not a protein. Etch antigen is actually a sugar molecule. Somebody who has an A blood group, they have an enzyme that changes the etch antigen structure to, let's say, for example, a square. Somebody with a B blood group has a different enzyme that changes the etch antigen into, let's say, a circle. Somebody who has an O blood group actually means that the enzyme that they have is not working. So the etch antigen will stay the way it is. It will not change. What does that mean for us? Imagine somebody, for example, who has a blood B type, gets a donor blood that is of the A type. So this blood A type is carrying a new kind of molecule that the B patient has never seen before. So the immune system of the blood B patient will attack the A blood type that it just received. And when we talk about the O blood type, if you give it either A or B, both these molecules are new to it and it will attack it. So that's why we check the ABO for the blood donors before we administer to the patients. So what about positive and negative? What is the difference? So in this case, the positive and negative is referring to a protein, not a sugar molecule. The protein is called a rhesus protein or Rh protein. So if you have this protein, you're considered positive. If you don't, you're considered negative. So how do blood types affect us? Nobody really knows exactly how they're working and how they affect us, but there's a very famous study done in Africa where they found that people with an O blood type are more resistant to malaria than people with an A blood type. Now more studies need to be done to figure out why this is happening. So now, genetically speaking, how do we inherit our blood types from our parents? Genetically speaking, the A blood type and the B blood type are dominant over the O blood type. Why is that? That is because the O enzyme is not even working. So for somebody to have an O blood type, it means that they have to get both their genes from the mother and from the father as O. Let's have a demonstration. Now let's say this is the father and this is the mother, and here we have the child. Let's say the child has a B blood type and the father has a B blood type and the mother has an O blood type. That means that the baby, the child, got one B from the father and they got an O from the mother, and then the B was dominant over the O. Let's say in the same scenario, we have a B father and an O mother and we have an O child. What does that mean? It means the baby got an O from the mother and the father was actually a mix of B and O. So the baby got the O from the father. Now another scenario, let's say the father is an A and the mother is B, and the child will get an A from the father and a B from the mother. What will happen in this case? The child will be expressing both A and B. So I hope you like this very simple explanation of the ABO system. Hope it's simplified and it's very easy to understand. If you want any other topic, please comment below and please share and subscribe to our channel.